Welcome back, folks. It's a foggy Friday morning here. I'm standing in front of our makeshift silage pit. Dad made it with some bales, brome bales that had gotten rained on a little bit, and then took some other bales and backed them up to make sure they don't roll away. We had that trouble last year with these wanting to roll away. And yeah, we'll eventually get this filled. We're hauling a long ways, and they got smaller trucks and only 2 of them. He's looking to see if we can find a third to run today to make things go a little faster possibly. But it's foggy and we're not going to be able to see much this morning. So I can hear him taking off right now, but we're going to go over here and well, we're done haying now. Unless something else comes up that we think we need to. So we're going to drop this rake off here. We'll eventually put it in a barn for the winter, but not quite ready to do that just yet. It goes in front of the swather and we got to get it cleaned up. And, we're going to unhook this and put the rotary mower on this tractor and do some mowing and mow some more bale piles and haul some more hay. So let's get this old girl unhooked and store away for a little while. Oh, this may not be a one-handed operation. This jack a few years ago broke this little handle off, so I put a bolt and double nut and ran some fuel line to make it easier to turn. There's my uncle backing out the silage pushing tractor to head down to the silo for the day. Looks like the brakes are a little touchy this morning. Still awful foggy. Hopefully that doesn't affect things too much. We'll hope it burns off soon. Well, we got the rotary mower right there taken off of this tractor, and we're going to get it hooked up to this one. Bingo! Well, we're over here at one of our bale piles, and needs a little TLC. Probably would have had this done by now normally, but I've gone on a work trip for a couple of weekends, and that's pretty well squash that. So we got to get all these hay bales stuck in this bale pile, but first we're going to get it mowed. And off we go. Break off helps too. Like that, no bigger than this little field is. About got her wet. we're gonna do a little bit of mowing around the outside of this field and some other places that we know over here. Then we'll go back and probably check on some silage stuff and see if the concrete trucks showed up and maybe haul some hay. I'll get this corner a little bit. Well, the fog is lifted, the sun is out, and here's a little update on where the silos are at. I'd say this one's probably about half full, looking at it. Same with this one here or so. That one just dumped this load right here, and my uncle will get her pushed in before too long. This one, yeah, I bet they're only more like a third full. It's probably deceiving a little bit. It's not very far in there. We got a lot of silage cutting left to go. Silage looks pretty good. Just packing her in. we'll fill all this up, and then I think we're going to go ahead and try to stuff the rest of the hay in here, which we don't always do just because we're running low on room. We probably won't be able to stack all of it like that this year. But we're going to go get all these bales and bring them in here. Two at a time. Well, folks, here's what the hay pile looks after my little excursion today. Got a few more here to complete this line, and then we're going to start stacking the rest of the hay the other way in that little hole there, I think, and that'll fit everything in here. But I got to run home and get the boys and get them taken care of while my wife's at work. So I got to take off for the day. They're still chopping silage. I can hear them down there. Not sure if I'll cut the video here, but if I do, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time.